What's up, PSG family? It's your boy PSG here. And so, you know why you're here? You're here because you want to know the answer to the question, is Paris Saint-Germain's defense bad? Yes or no? And in this video, I'm going to answer that. I'm going to use just logic, not that many stats for this video. I'm just going to explain to you my thoughts, my opinions first around, and then try to, I don't know, manipulate you guys into thinking what I believe. All right, let's get in. So, Paris Saint-Germain conceded 3 goals versus 3, and then conceded 2 goals versus Maccabi Haifa, and then all of the questions come up. Is Paris Saint-Germain's defense good enough to win the Champions League? Will this Paris Saint-Germain even be able to reach the semi-finals of the Champions League with this awful defense? That was some of the comments from Paris Saint-Germain and neutral fans talking about Paris Saint-Germain. The defense is not good enough. We need Skriniar. We need that. It's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of talking. But is that really true? Is that really true? Is Paris Saint-Germain's defense really that bad? Because before the game against Troyes, Paris Saint-Germain had only conceded 5 goals in 12 games in Ligue 1, which was a record since the 1996-97 season, where we only had conceded 5 goals in 12 games. So, is Paris Saint-Germain's defense bad, even though that record? Yes, we have conceded a goal in every Champions League game this season. Yes, we have scored tons of goals this season. Those are facts. Those are facts. So yes, we are conceding more than maybe what people expect, but we're scoring at a much higher rate than anybody in Europe. Our M&M trio is on fire this season, and that should take away a lot from that defense. Second thing I want to talk about is that, was our defense bad against Maccabi Haifa and Troyes for those goals we conceded? Oh, of course. Of course. But making a general opinion saying that Paris Saint-Germain's defense all around is bad because we conceded that many goals in those 2 games, that's wrong. That's not how you talk, and that's not how you calculate goals and conceded and so on. And the thing is, most of the goals have been mistakes. That's the problem. But most goals are crosses, and I think that's one thing that Paris Saint-Germain need to prevent. That's one thing that Paris Saint-Germain need to focus and improve on, because it's a must. I mean, that has been Paris Saint-Germain's Achilles heel this season. Every team that plays against us tries to cross at least, because that's how they're going to score. And when we start facing teams that are good, I don't think they will adapt as much as the bad sides to just cross against us. And I think that we will, until then, have found a plan. But what I think about all of this, about the defense, were we awfully bad defensively versus Troyes? Yes. I mean, there's no excuses to be had. Even though we played with our secondary backline and no captain Marquinhos, still no excuses. Still, we need to do better. Still, we should not be conceding 3 goals in that manner to Troyes. That's embarrassing. But is Paris Saint-Germain's defense in general bad? No. It's not. It's not. Switching formations makes it very hard for the defense, because they are the players that have been affected most by the formation change, going from a 3 at the back to a 4 at the back. It's a lot of risk-taking that gets up and down for them, and I think that has affected in us conceding some goals. But you have to remember, we're just in November now. There's a lot of time until those crucial Champions League ties, and I think that Galtier, what he really does right now, he's trying to focus everything on attack, but then after the World Cup, have those defensive plans, because, as we all know, Galtier is mostly a conservative defensive manager. That's how we played with Nice and Lille. Counter-attack, transition. So I think he will start tweaking defensively with Paris Saint-Germain after the World Cup. And as I said, he still has 2 options when it comes to formations, or even more. Not only just the 4 and 3 at the back. So we're far from perfect. We're far from perfect, and I think that everybody can agree on that. But to say something like we're not going to win the Champions League because of that, that's a very bad take. That's a very bad take. Especially when you compare it to the so-called opponents we have in the Champions League. And I'm talking about Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, Manchester City. They have the same or even worse defensive problems right now, conceding even more goals than Paris Saint-Germain. Losing games. We haven't lost a game. And for me, It shows how reactionary our fan base is, as every other fan base there is in the world. But to conclude it, to summarize it, the answer to the question that you have been asking is no. Paris Saint-Germain's defense is not bad. It's not perfect. It's not great. It's between okay and good. But that is not an issue. And saying stuff about the Champions League, it's very, very, very early to say so. But if we talk about the period that had just gone, we'll most probably finish first in our group. We're still unbeaten in all competition. We're first in the league with, 2 draws and the rest of them being wins. We have been convincingly winning every game this season under Christophe Galtier. A new manager, a new system, new players, everything. We've started off this good. So people, be grateful and be thankful for everything that has happened this season, because we're looking great. And don't forget about last season. I know some people are like, yo, we should not look back at last season. It was yeah, we should look back. Because that's the improvement that has been made by Galtier. Anyways, make sure to like this video. Make sure to subscribe to the PSG YouTube channel. And as always, allez, allez, allez pas.